let us begin with non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions. So what are non-ideal solutions? What are the properties of a non-ideal solutions? Say property number one. Say such solutions do not obey Raoult's law through the entire range of concentration. Such solutions may obey Raoult's law at certain concentrations, but not applicable to the entire range of concentration. So point number one, the non-ideal solutions do not obey Raoult's law. They do not obey Raoult's law at the entire range of concentration. The entire range, the whole range of concentration. Entire range of concentration. That is point number one. At a certain ranges of concentrations, they may obey Raoult's law. But Raoult's law is not obeyed throughout the entire range, the whole range of concentrations. That's point number one. If it is so, if we draw a graph between the vapor pressure against mole fraction, we will not get a straight line. The vapor pressure mole fraction curves are not straight lines. They may be bending upward or bending downward. That is point number two. The vapor pressure, say number two, the vapor pressure concentration or mole fraction curves are not straight lines, are not straight lines, unlike the ideal solutions, not straight lines. They may be bending upward or the lines may be bending downward. If the plots are bending upward, then it is called positive deviation. It may be bending upward or downward. If it is bending upward, say bending, upward bending, upward bend, bending upward, then it is called positive deviation. It is a positive deviation, or maybe bending downward, bending downwards, downwards. And then it is called negative deviation. If the curves are bending downward, it is a negative deviation. Negative deviation. So we can see two types of curves. There may be curves bending upward, or there may be curves bending downward. If the curves are bending upward, then it is called a positive deviation from the Raoult's law. If the curves are bending downward, then it is called a negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So that's about the vapor pressure composition curves, the vapor pressure mole fraction curves. For such solutions, delta H mixing is not equal to zero, then delta V mixing is not equal to zero. There will be a change in volume. There will be a change in temperature also. There will be change in the delta H value. Maybe positive value or negative value. That depends. So delta H mixing is not equal to zero. Delta V mixing is not equal to zero. And why is it so? If we such examine such solutions, we can see that in such solutions, the attraction between A-type molecules, B-type molecules, and A and B-type molecules will be different. Will be different. Let us take the case of the positive deviation. Let us take the positive deviation. Now, in the positive deviation, the vapor pressure mole fraction curves will be bending upward, upward. There is an upward bend in the positive deviation. So let us try to explain the positive deviation. Let us take a positive deviation. Positive deviation. Okay. Say, what is the nature of the vapor pressure composition curve? In the case of positive deviation, bending upward. Vapor pressure composition curves will be bending upward. So, if we draw a graph for positive deviation, say here we have the vapor pressure and here we have the mole fraction as before. Mole fraction here, mole fraction then. Suppose here, as we have seen in the previous case, XA is equal to 1 or X1 is equal to 1. Then here XA is equal to 0. Mole fraction of A or mole fraction of a component 1, that's equal to 0. Now you draw the graph between PA, partial vapor pressure of a component A, PA, and the mole fraction of A, XA. You draw a graph. The graph will be bending. Do you remember the graphs for an ideal solution? Say, suppose here we have the PA0 value. Corresponding to XA is equal to 1. Corresponding to XA is equal to 1. We have PA0. PA0. And what will be the nature of the graph? Say, instead of getting, say, a straight line like this, normally we expect a straight line like this. Instead of this, the graph will be bending upward. See, there is upward bend like this. It bends upward. And that is the PA curve. PA curve. It is bending upward. Right? Now take, say here, XB is equal to 0 and here XB is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Corresponding to XB is equal to 1, the vapor pressure, we have taken it as PB0. PB0. Vapor pressure due to the pure component B or component 2. Now, if you draw a graph between PB and XB, we'll get a graph bending upward. See, it bends upward like this. And that is the graph for PB bending upward. And what's the nature of the graph obtained for P total? That also shows an upward bend. This is a P total. P total, that is a PA plus PB. PA plus PB. PA plus PB bending upward. So all the curves will be, say this is PB. Okay. So bending, all the curves will be bending upward. Say here the PA plus PB. PA plus PB. And this is the PB curve. Okay. So this is the curve for, you can draw this. You can draw this. This is the graph for the positive deviation. What all things you are written? You write all these things. These points you write. Non-ideal solutions. Point number 1, Do not obey Raoult's law at the entire range of concentration. Second, vapor pressure mole fraction curves are not straight lines, not straight lines. Maybe bending upward, that's called a positive deviation, or bending downward, that's called a negative deviation. Written that. Now let us explain positive deviation. So as a side heading, you write positive deviation. And you draw the graph like this. You draw the graph like this, bending upward. All the curves will be bending upward. That is drawn. You draw the graph bending upward. XA is equal to 1. XA is equal to 0 at the right extreme. Corresponding to XA is equal to 1, there is PA 0. Now you draw the PA curve. That is a partial vapor pressure of A, PA curve. It is bending upward. Then XB is equal to 0, XB is equal to 1. Then the PB curve, that is also bending upward. Then you can draw the P total curve also, PA plus PB. So all the curves will be bending upward. That is the nature of the vapor pressure mole fraction curves in the case of a positive deviation. That is drawn. Now below that we can write the explanation. You draw this graph first, and below that we can write the explanation. We can write positive deviation. Below the graph you write the vapor pressure mole fraction, vapor pressure mole fraction curves are bending upwards, are bending upwards. That is the description given below the graph. You will be asked to draw the vapor pressure mole fraction curve for a positive deviation. Then the graph is like this, bending upward. We must draw the labeled diagram. Labeled means we have to say mention all the points. X is equal to 1, then XB is equal to 1, PA 0, PB 0, PA curve, PB curve, and the P total curve also. All the curves will be bending upward. After drawing this curve, this graph, below that you can write the vapor pressure mole fraction curves are bending upwards. Now let us seek what is the reason for this. The vapor pressure mole fraction curves are bending upward. I have shown one example for PA. If it is an ideal solution, if it is an ideal solution, the graph should be a straight line shown by the dotted lines. A straight line shown by the dotted lines. But this is showing positive deviation. The curve is bending upwards. Now, my question is this. In the case of positive deviation, what about the vapor pressure? Will it be equal to or greater than or less than the expected value? From the graph, you just to check the PA graph. You just to check the PA graph. And now you say whether the vapor pressure is increasing or decreasing. Nia, what is your opinion? Nia, what's your opinion? Will the vapor pressure be greater than the ideal condition or lower than the ideal condition? Michael, Nandana,
Increasing, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you say the vapor pressure will be equal to or greater than or less than the ideal condition.
Greater than.
Okay, it's not audible to me. Okay, not audible. Same, the curve is bending upward. That means the vapor pressure will be greater than, higher than the ideal solution. The vapor pressure will be, the vapor pressure will be greater than the ideal solution. That's why it is bending upward. Vapor pressure is higher than all the cases PA, PB, or P total. You take all the conditions. In all the cases, the vapor pressures will be higher. And what's the reason for an increase in the vapor pressure? What the reason for an increase in the vapor pressure? The increase in the vapor pressure is due to an increase in the vaporization. An increase in the vaporization. An increase in the vaporization. Just wait. An increase in the vaporization is due to the breakage of some bonds within the components. The bonds are normally hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds. When the solution is formed, hydrogen bonds are broken by the action of interaction of one component. The vapor pressure, the hydrogen bond in the other compound will be broken. When the hydrogen bonds are broken, the molecules will get free. They will become more free and easily converted into the vapor state. So we can say positive deviation, that is increase in the vapor pressure, may be due to the breakage of hydrogen bonds. Breakage of hydrogen bonds. Okay. So below this you can write, you write below this, you write, say like this. Below that, we can write, say, like this. We are written, vapor pressure mole fraction curves are bending upward. Then, as a next point, you write, the vapor pressure is greater than, greater than, vapor pressure is greater than the, the ideal condition. Greater than the ideal condition, ideal solution. Vapor pressure is higher than or greater than, higher than the ideal condition. There is an increase in the vapor pressure. Why vapor pressure is increased? Vaporization is increased. Why vaporization is increased? The molecules are getting more free to move. And how the molecules are freed? That is due to the breakage of hydrogen bonds. So we can write the next point. Say this is due to the vapor pressure is greater than the ideal condition, comma, due to due to breakage of due to breakage of hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds will be there in the liquid, and the hydrogen bonds will be broken. And since the hydrogen bonds are broken, the molecules are getting more free to move, and so they are easily converted into vapor state. The vaporization increases, and the vapor pressure also increases, and it shows a positive deviation. So we can say positive deviation is due to the breakage of hydrogen bonds. The positive deviation is due to the breaking down of hydrogen bonds, breakage of hydrogen bonds. Bonds are broken. When bonds are broken, energy will be absorbed. Energy will be absorbed by the system. See, dissociation of bond is taking place by absorbing energy. That is endothermic. Bond dissociation is endothermic. So here there is endothermic change. Energy is absorbed. Since energy is absorbed, say there is a decrease in temperature, decrease in temperature. You remember all these things, that's all. So at this point, the vapor pressure will be higher than, greater than the ideal condition due to the breakage of hydrogen bonds. Here, what about the intermolecular attraction? Intermolecular attraction. No, the intermolecular attraction is due to the hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds. We have A type, we have B type liquids, and in the A type, A molecules are there. Hydrogen bonds will be there between A molecules. We have B type. The B type molecules are entering the space between the A type molecules and the hydrogen bonds are broken. Hydrogen bonds are broken. So the molecules are freed by the breakage of hydrogen bonds. Okay, let us take say one example to show a positive deviation. That means an upward bend. For example, let us take a solution between ethanol, alcohol, ethanol, and acetone. Example, solution between ethanol and acetone. Ethanol, ethanol, ethyl alcohol, ethanol plus acetone. Take this mixture, solution of ethanol and acetone. You know, in ethanol, there is strong hydrogen bond between the ethanol molecules. Between the ethanol molecules, there is strong hydrogen bond between ethanol molecules. But when acetone is added, acetone will be coming between the ethanol molecules, and the attraction between ethanol molecules will be decreased. The hydrogen bonds between ethanol molecules will be broken by the interaction of acetone molecules. And so there is an increase in the vaporization, and so there is an increase in the vapor pressure, and so the vapor pressure composition curve will be bending upward. So we can write the explanation. Say acetone, you write acetone, acetone breaks. Acetone breaks the hydrogen bonds, hydrogen bonds between ethanol molecules. Ethanol, ethanol molecules. Ethanol molecules. And so the ethanol molecules are freed. And so there is an increase in the vaporization. And so there is an increase in the vapor pressure. So the curve is bending upward. There is strong intermolecular hydrogen bond in ethanol, ethyl alcohol, ethanol. But when acetone is added into ethanol, the hydrogen bonds between ethanol molecules will be broken. Now you check the intermolecular attraction. What will be the nature of the intermolecular attraction? Say the intermolecular attraction will be like this. You can see that in such cases, the attraction between A and A. So AA and BB attraction between B type of molecules. So AA and BB attraction, attraction, attraction is greater than greater than AA and BB attraction is greater than AB attraction, AB interaction. Attraction between A and B will be less than the attraction between A and B and B. There is more intermolecular attraction in A type liquid. There will be more intermolecular attraction in B type liquid, but the attraction between A and B in solution, that is less. The attraction between A and B will be less than that of A and that between B and B. Or we can say attraction between A and B and B will be greater than A and B. A and B. So A and B interaction, that is weaker. A and B interaction is weaker than A and A interaction and B and B interaction. Okay. So these are the properties of the solutions with a positive deviation. Now let us take the second case, that is negative deviation. Do you follow this? Hello friends, Achu, Nia, you follow this or not?
Yes, sir.
Follow? Yes or no? Okay. So let us go to the negative deviation. Now you might have got an idea regarding the negative deviation. It is just the opposite of this. So you come to the negative deviation. Negative deviation. Negative deviation. Okay. So what will be the nature of the graph in the case of a negative deviation? So at the beginning, we have written that the vapor pressure mole fraction curves will be bending downward, downward. So what will be the graph? We can draw the graph. We can draw the graph. You draw the graph along with me first. You draw the graph. The nature of the vapor pressure mole fraction curve. Say it is like this. You draw the graph. That is our graph paper. Graph paper. Okay. Now here we have the vapor pressure increasing in that direction. Shown, written. Yes, are you write it? Then here mole fraction. Mole fraction. Mole fraction. Labeled diagram means you have to write all the points there. That's done. Now, you take here, same pattern, we are following the same pattern. Say in the book, the ideal solution, one pattern is given, and in the non-ideal, another pattern is given. Yeah, I told you in the previous class, you can draw whichever pattern you like. But I am following the same pattern. I don't go to make any change. So, you're right. XA is equal to 1 here. Here, XA is equal to 0. Written. XA is equal to 1 and XA is equal to 0. Same pattern. Then XA is equal to 1. Corresponding to that, we have what? PA0. PA0. Written. That is marked. PA0. XA is equal to 1, PA0. Now the graph will be bending downward. Say it is bending downward like this. Not a straight line. It is bending downward. the vapor pressure composition curve will be bending downward. And this is the graph for PA. That is the PA curve. Partial vapor pressure of A against its small fraction, PA curve. PA, the curve is bending downward. Negative deviation, bending downward. Okay, that's done. Now you take XB. Here XB is equal to 0 and here XB is equal to 1. Corresponding to that, we have PB0. PB0 marked. Now you draw the PB curve. That is also bending. Say it is bending downward, say like this. This is our PB curve. PB bending downward. Now P total, that is also bending downward. That is P total is equal to PA plus PB. PB. See, all the curves are bending downward. Negative deviation. Vapor pressure, mole fraction curves are bending downward, bending downward, not straight lines. So you have drawn the graph. You please draw the graph. After that, we can give the explanation. That is drawn. Now you give the explanation. So what is the nature of the vapor pressure mole fraction curve? Negative deviation. What will be your answer? Bending downwards. You're right. Below this, vapor pressure, mole fraction, vapor pressure, mole fraction curves are bending downward. They are bending downward. Downward. That is a negative deviation. Bending downward. Written. For negative deviation, what is the nature of the curve? The vapor pressure mole fraction curves, they bend downward. They are bending downward. Since the curves are bending downward, what about the vapor pressure? Will it be equal to or less than or greater than the ideal vapor pressure? Bending downward, lower. So, right? The vapor pressure is lower than that for ideal solution. Bending downward. Ideal solution. Bending downward. Ideal solution. Why the vapor pressure decreases? That is because of a decrease in vaporization. And what is the reason for the decrease in vaporization? That is due to the formation of a hydrogen bond. Just reverse. So you can write this. Vapor pressure is less than that for a ideal solution, comma, due to formation of hydrogen bond. Formation of a hydrogen bond. Here there is formation of a hydrogen bond. Just reverse. Everything just reverse. Okay. Formation of a hydrogen bond. Align. Now let us take two examples for this. Examples, all right? Examples 1. Examples 1. Wait. Okay. So examples. Say 1. Say phenol and aniline mixture. Let us take a phenol plus aniline. Phenol plus aniline. when phenol is mixed with the aniline, intermolecular hydrogen bonds will be formed. So below this, you write, below this, you write, intermolecular hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bonds are formed between phenol and aniline. Phenol and aniline. So there is strong attraction between these two, phenol and aniline. Similarly, let us take another example. Acetone plus chloroform. Second example. Acetone plus chloroform. That solution. Acetone, O-N-E. Acetone, A-C-E-T-O-N-E. Acetone plus chloroform. That is also showing negative deviation. Can you write? Intermolecular hydrogen bonds are formed between acetone and chloroform. Acetone and chloroform. So there is bond formation between the components. Hydrogen bonds are formed between the components. There is formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds between the components. So what will be the nature of intermolecular attraction? The attraction will be like this. A, B, attraction between A and B. Say hydrogen bond is formed. We have two components A and B. Between A and B, there is hydrogen bond. So there is strong attraction between A and B through hydrogen bond. So AB attraction is greater than AA and BB attraction and BB intermolecular attraction. So AA and BB intermolecular attraction will be lower than the AB intermolecular attraction. There is more attraction between the components A and B through hydrogen bond. So AB attraction will be greater than AA attraction and BB attraction. So such things will be asked. AB, AA, ABB, all these things will be asked. So that's about the non-ideal solutions. Have you written this? Okay. So today we have seen only the deviation from ideal behavior, ideal solutions, deviations from Raoult's law. That means non-ideal solutions. Positive deviation, the curve is bending upward and there is breakage of a hydrogen bond. Attraction between A and B will be lower than the attraction between A and B and B. Now, negative deviation, the curve will be showing a bend downwards. Here, the vapor pressure will be lower than that for the ideal condition, bending downward. And this is due to the formation of a hydrogen bonds between the two components. There is a attraction between the two components. So AB attraction will be higher than that in A and B and B. Okay, that's all. Thank you.